So I think it's time to start working on the black S14. I know there's a lot of junk surrounding it, but as you can see, the windshield is completely cracked. The hood doesn't belong to it. That's to an Impala. I actually started to remove it. I bought a windshield removal kit. I don't know if you can see it's hanging inside the car, and the other end is outside on top of the windshield. I've already started removing the adhesive because I want to actually paint the inside of the windshield trim. So when we put a new windshield on, or when we order a new windshield, the car is actually painted when we get there. That's not going to be anytime soon, but when we get there. The main focus, once I truly start working on the car, is going to be the engine bay. The reason being is because, as you guys already know, I got my 2J sitting right here. So I got to take the transmission apart while I have to disassemble or disconnect the transmission off of the engine block, because this is going to be a 6-speed with possibly a CD009 from a 350Z or a G35. I'm probably going to keep the bell housing. The bell housing is a J3 bell housing. If I have troubles finding a Collins adapter, so I can do the swap with the CD009, they sell a different adapter that requires using that other bell housing from that automatic transmission, which is a J3. The only difference is that if you use the J3 bell housing, you actually have to literally cut the bell housing out of the CD009 so you can use the adapter, and it requires a different master clutch cylinder, and hydraulic lines, I believe. I forget from what car it is, but anyway. So this car here is a complete shell, pretty much. Is going to get completely stripped. Not that it is not already, because it truly is already stripped. As you can see, I don't even have the front end suspension parts. That wheel is just tucked in there. It doesn't even have rear suspension parts. So the car is actually sitting on dollies in the front and a jack on the back, keeping the car up from laying on the ground. Here goes the interior. We got some junk on it. This is all disassembled. It's just sitting on there. We're gonna need new door cards. Doesn't even have the liner, the headliner. But anyway, enough talking. It is a pain in the butt, but I don't have money to pay a windshield guy to take this off. So I've already done this whole side here, from here all the way up, goes up to the end. That's actually the first time that brake line, whatever kind of steel thin wire is, that's actually the first time it's broken, but you guys can tell it's already coming apart. So I do have this tool also. This is a Harbor Freight tool. It's not really good, but it is what it is. I could easily just kick it out, but then I'll make a mess. I don't want to make a mess. Well, both of these tools are trash. Number one, this wannabe steel blade ain't steel. It bends. It's a piece of junk. Two, this keeps breaking. Every time I start to strip the glue, it gets hot and it breaks. If you ever decide to do this with one of these tools, do not get this from Harbor Freight. You get what you pay for. I know that. Don't bash me on it. Same with this, but this actually works better, believe it or not. It's got me from the end of that side all the way up to the top, up to here, and I got stuck. So I'm gonna have some fun and kick the shit out of it. Well, maybe not kick the shit out of it, but you know what I mean. Donations. Donations, donations. I think I'm gonna come back and finish this later. Glass all over me and I'm bleeding on my hands. Oh well. Safety first, guys. Safety first. So what I am gonna start doing, since I know this is being pain in the butt, I'm going to transmission. I don't feel like working on this today. Oh, dang it. So aside from all that nonsense, I went ahead and just to do something, took off the transmission because I'm not going to need it. It's an automatic transmission with a J3 bell housing, as I explained before. I may just take off the bell housing and see what luck I'll get getting rid of the transmission. Well, this is the conclusion of today. A non-successful deinstall, removal, and a release of frustration on a windshield. It can be done. I'm just tired. But anyway, guys, on all true seriousness, this car is going to be repainted at some point. I do want all the glass out because I want them to paint inside where the window sits, so that way we can also repair some surface rust if there's any. It is no car's been sitting for a while. There is surface rust around the vehicle. The engine bay is going to be the one thing that I need to pay attention to the most because of the 2J, because of where the 2J is going to be living. The engine bay is going to be where I'm going to be focusing the most because I want to go ahead and install that 2J. And once I have the engine bay painted with the 2J installed, then I can focus on the outside and get all the body work done and painted. I already have an idea as to what paint color I want to do. It's kind of sort of in this garage somewhere. But we'll get there when we get there. Interesting video. I'm sure it was lame. I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, guys. Peace out.